How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. It's our Friday, November 29th. I'm sorry I'm a little dressed down today. Normally I'm dressed up for you, but headed to head to South Carolina today, so don't have time to change for you today. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around for 19 years and Doc Sports 53 years. How this works, our best selections are over at DocSports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are free picks and leans, which is coming at you right now. We have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel where I come at you every single day with 10 selections, all for just $20 a month, and that's every day usually. You get about 300 games, again, for just $20 a month, which is pretty fantastic. It is a recorded podcast. You can re-listen to it anytime, and you get a written summary at the end, and some of them turn out to be premium selections the next day. Just a fantastic value. I'll make sure to have that show up today at 9 o'clock, so looking forward to that. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comments section, as well as a link to how to get your free $60 of the premium selections. If you want more content, you be sure to check out my Twitter. It has my latest updates, hot takes on sports, and our latest videos are posted there. And again, YouTube Premium is just a massive advantage because you get the lines and the research before anybody else, which those on YouTube Premium will tell you how much they enjoy the podcast every day. It's a written, it's a recorded podcast, and you get a written summary at the end as well. All right, let's get to your free play selection in just a second here. I do have a couple of college basketball thoughts for you, about 3 college ball thoughts, about 4 NBA thoughts for you today, and along with a lot of football thoughts as we give you a recap of football again. But again, I always include my free play, then my daily research, and then I get to all the football. So what do I need to tell you? We had a pretty good day yesterday. We won our 4-unit college basketball on Kent State minus the 1.5. Very sharp selection over Towson. We also won in soccer as well. Another easy winner in soccer too. So we have a 7-unit Friday college basketball selection at 8 o'clock, 7-unit Friday NBA selection at 8 o'clock. As you remember, we won our college basketball yesterday. We're 60% on the season in college basketball, plus 1,800 on the season. 7-unit Friday NBA today at 8 o'clock. And the NBA, obviously, we won with the 4-unit Orlando Magic as they routed the Bulls in our last selection. We have a 6-unit NFL selection at 3 o'clock today. The first of our football plays go off today. Excited about that. And a 7-unit college football selection at 3:30 tomorrow. Okay, we expect a big football week, maybe try to go 4-1 or better. So let it be football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, which we're on a 3-0 run. A nice 4-unit selection today. Soccer, 5-1 run, 4-unit selection today. Or let it be, NHL, soccer, golf, MMA, daily props, horse racing, all that good stuff. 25-12 start on the season for props as well, plus 4,000. We have a nice 4-unit prop today in the NBA. And there you go. All right, so let's get to your free play selection today, and it is going to be on South Carolina plus the points over Clemson today. Look, man, South Carolina has a chance, and so does Clemson, to make some noise here, maybe in the college football playoffs a little bit. It's not that I don't like... I'm a big fan of Clemson. However, South Carolina is coming, okay? And I like them plus the 3. This is a game that they can win outright, and people need to understand that South Carolina is coming. They're getting better. South Carolina lost 7-16 last year, and they're even better this year. And Clemson's worse. South Carolina has won 5 in a row. Big wins over Missouri, Texas A&M, and they are the rare. And it's rare that anybody beats Vanderbilt by double digits these days, and South Carolina beat them by 21. And they beat Oklahoma 35-9, which my Alabama team couldn't do. And South Carolina, frankly, should have beaten Alabama too, for that matter. So I think South Carolina wins this game. And if they want to give me the 3 points, I'll be glad to take it. Remember, South Carolina has not won this game since 2022. But Clemson is the same team that's been sketchy all year. I mean, they did beat Pittsburgh and Va Tech, but Clemson was sketchy against Louisville. Their level of competition was nowhere close to what South Carolina's accomplished in the SEC, beating Vanderbilt, A&M, Oklahoma, should have beaten Alabama, should have beaten Arkansas. I mean, South Carolina honestly could be 9-1. Their only bad loss this year was to Ole Miss. So I'm going to go with South Carolina plus the 3. That's my free play today. As far as anything else, remember that's an early game, by the way. It's a 12 o'clock game. Let me get you the rest of the college football here. I still lean on Mississippi State over Ole Miss. This is their Super Bowl. Ole Miss won 17-7 last year. Mississippi State, Ole Miss is coming off a loss to Florida, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think you're going to get an angry Mississippi State team, or not angry Mississippi State team, but I think you're going to get a much more excited and focused Mississippi State team than Ole Miss, who's going to need a lot of help to get in the college football playoff, including an Alabama loss to Auburn. Georgia Tech versus Georgia. I remember after this, I'll give you my college basketball, NBA specifically for today, but it is Saturday, so I want to tell you the college football again. I still lean on Georgia Tech over Georgia. Keep in mind that Georgia had a nice win against UMass, but they didn't cover. They just don't cover big numbers. Georgia Tech has covered in back-to-back years. They lost by 8 last year. Honestly, they're even better this year. Give me Georgia Tech. As far as the NBA today, we do have a 7-year NBA selection, but I want you to take a look at the Detroit Pistons today. It's a good opportunity for them to do well. This is an NBA Cup type of game. They come off a couple of losses. Indiana comes off 3 straight wins. Detroit off that bad loss to Memphis by 20. They're going to be motivated. They beat a pretty good Toronto team as well recently. They hung in there against Orlando. They've lost to Indiana 5 straight times. Indiana off 3 straight wins. I don't trust Indiana at all to win 4 in a row. Give me a lean on the Detroit Pistons. As far as your Sacramento versus Portland in the NBA, I like Portland here. Portland's actually playing not that bad. Sacramento's off of a pair of losses, though, so just be careful with that. But keep in mind that Sacramento beat them 111 and 98 earlier this year. It's a little bit of a revenge spot for Portland. Sacramento coming off that nice win against Minnesota, but they've been getting blown out. They lost to the Nets recently. They lost to the Clippers, the Hawks. Portland, on the other hand, did beat Houston recently. And yes, they come off a pair of losses to Indiana and Memphis, but they can be tough at home. They beat both Minnesota twice and Atlanta at home. I'm going to go lean with the Blazers there. And finally, the Boston versus Bulls game, I'm going to take a lean on Boston. Boston wants to win the NBA Cup because LeBron won it 1 year. Boston has won 6 in a row coming in. They want this in-season tournament. I know the Bulls come off that 119 and 133 loss to Orlando, but I'm keeping it simple here. I think the Bulls are playing a little bit better, but again, it's not too long ago that the Bulls lost to the Bucks by 16 points, and Boston does want to win the NBA Cup. All right, let's hop on over to the college basketball. Butler versus Mississippi State. I'm going to take a lean on Butler here. Mississippi State coming off that big win against UNLV. I think they're going to have a big letdown. I think Butler actually played pretty decent. I mean, Butler did beat Northwestern by 2. They beat SMU by 11. That's not easy to do, and they are still a pretty decent top 15 three-point shooting team. Give me a lean on the Butler Bulldogs there. Delaware State, Texas. I'm going to take a lean on Delaware State here. Remember, Delaware State has faced some pretty good teams. And they're not an amazing team. I get it. They're actually quite bad. But they did play Texas last year, and they lost by 27 points. That's not bad. And Texas and Delaware State's even better this year. Stan Waterman's team, lost to Vatek by 23. They lost to, they got a couple of Division II losses, and they got a couple of seniors. I can see them hanging in, sneaking inside the back door. Small lean on Delaware State. Finally, Seattle versus Duke. I'm going to take a lean on Seattle. I know it's crazy to go against Duke off of a loss. The last time Duke came off a loss, they absolutely destroyed Wofford 86-35 after they lost to Kentucky. Duke is 4-2, but I want to tell you something. Seattle's not a bad team. They beat UC San Diego. This is a team that's coached by Chris Victor, who won 23 games last year. So I'll take the lean on the points here. All right, let's move on over to the NFL. And again, I'll try to be quick on the NFL here. Oh, wait, let me finish the rest of let me finish this college NFL and get to the rest of college football. Again, Tampa Bay and Carolina. I still lean on Carolina there. Tampa Bay's lost 4 in a row before beating the Giants. Carolina, also beat the Saints in their recent win too. I think Tampa Bay has a big letdown, honestly, after their win against the Giants. And Carolina's playing well. Tennessee, Vanderbilt in college football. I like Vanderbilt still. Vanderbilt lost 24-48 last year. They're better this year. Tennessee off the big 56-0 win. I like the fact that Vandy comes off back-to-back losses, and I think they come out focused here. They haven't lost 3 in a row all year. Arkansas, Missouri. I still lean on Arkansas. Missouri won 48-14 last year. Arkansas remembers that big revenge spot, regional battle here. Arkansas only lost to Texas by 10, by the way. I think Arkansas can easily win this game. Lean on Arkansas. Auburn, Alabama. I'm going with Alabama. They need a lot of help to get into the dance, but if they beat Auburn by a wide margin, they could. And Alabama still routed LSU when they needed to 42-13. Alabama's won 4 in a row. In the series, including 27-24 last year. If DeBoer destroys Auburn, all is well in Alabama too. I don't want to go too much into the NFL. I'll hit it tomorrow as well. But again, my lean is on the Rams and the Saints. I still lean on the Rams. They won by 8 last year. They're a better team. They just lost on national television by 17. I like the Rams. Philadelphia, Baltimore. I still lean on Baltimore. Baltimore loves to get up to face undefeated teams and teams on a roll. Remember, they did that recently to the Washington Commanders early this year. The Eagles come off winning 7 in a row, but I still like the Ravens. San Francisco, Buffalo. I still like San Francisco. They're 5-6 team. Their quarterback is healthier supposedly. they're coming off their worst loss of the year, 10-38. They had a team meeting previously. Their worst loss was only 10 points to Kansas City, and they come off back-to-back losses. And Buffalo comes off a huge win against Kansas City. Give me San Francisco Chargers. Falcons, still like the Chargers coming off that loss in their last game against the Ravens. Atlanta struggles so badly against Denver. They'll play better this game, but that was a bad look when Atlanta lost by that much. They'll get a little healthier, play a little better, but I still like the Chargers off the loss. Seattle Jets, I still like the over here. Wild are the Jets +2 underdog. Seattle only put up 16 points in their last game. Like the over there. Cleveland, Denver. I like Cleveland here. Denver won 29-12 last year. Cleveland is 3-8. They believe in Jameis. Jameis no touchdowns and 1 interception last game, and they still won that game. Good vibes in Cleveland going on. I think Cleveland steps up to face the Denver, who's on a roll right now, but I like Cleveland. Indianapolis Patriots. I like the Patriots. Colts won 10-6 last year. The Colts are a mess right now, and the Patriots, give them credit. They're playing really well, and they're hanging in most of these games. So vibe is good there. Houston, Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville. Jacksonville's covered 5 in a row before getting demolished by the Lions, 6-52. I think they bounce back after the horrible game. Houston and Stroud are a bit of a mess there, so I like Jacksonville. Tennessee Titans and Washington. I like the Titans there. Titans lost to Houston by 5, lost to Minnesota by 10. Washington is upset, honestly, and I don't think they bounce back as quickly as people think they do. I think the Titans are much better than people give them credit for, and they play hard. Finally, Bengals and Pittsburgh. Look, the Bengals are favored here. I know that the Pittsburgh comes off of losing their last game, but I don't think it matters. The Bengals have been playing really well. They're 4-7. I know that, but Burrow's having a great season, and at home they're extremely tough. And I think Pittsburgh continues to have a little bit of a letdown here. Small lean on the Bengals. That is what I have for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy working hard for you every single day. 7-unit NBA 8 o'clock. 7-unit college basketball at 8 o'clock. I try to hook you up with as many selections as I can. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 selections for you today. Nope, 22. Gave you 5 more. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Bye-bye. And join us for the YouTube Premium live show tonight, where you're going to get hooked up with 10 games, and it's going to be awesome tonight, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.